Good morning, students. Today I will teach you 4 asana. Let me start. I am the PT teacher of Tadaji Noble School. Today we will go through a yoga class where 4 asana will be displayed to you. I hope you will like it. Our first asana of today's syllabus is Tadasana. Tadasana is named after a plum tree. The position of the body remain erect and straight in this asana. It serves as a link between the sitting and the standing asana. It is helpful for all persons in general, but for children in particular, it is more beneficial. How to perform? Stand erect, legs together, hands by the side of the thighs, keep the back straight and gaze in front. Stretch the arms upward over the head and fingers. Fingers grip together and palms upside. Slowly raise the heels and stand on toes. Raise heels as much as you can. Stretch body up as much as possible. Stay for a few seconds in this final position. While returning to the original position, bring the heels on the floor first. Slowly bring down the hands by the side of the thighs and relax. Beneficial. Benefits of this asana. It helps in removing laziness and lethargy. The cats and the dogs, after getting up from sleep, stretch their body time and again and remain active. It helps in improving height of growing child. Flow of energy in the body is regulated. Limitations. No negations. Everyone can do this asana. The next asana for today is Vriksha asana, T posture. Vriksha means tree. The person performing this asana resembles the tree in its final posture. How to perform? Stand with the feet together and the arms by the side and eye closed. Bend the right leg and the knee. Keep the sole of the right foot as high as possible in the inside of the left thigh. Balancing on the left foot, raise both the arms over the head and join the palms together. Hold this position for 30 seconds. Take both the arms down by the side of the body. Bring down the leg and the foot and side and stand erect. Repeat the posture from left leg. Benefits. Regular practice of this posture will help in developing concentration among the students. It tones up muscle of the legs. Limitations. There are no limitations as such. Everyone can do it. Our third asana for today is Uttham Padmasana. Raised means Uttan. Feet means Pad in Sanskrit. In this asana, feet and legs are raised, hence the name. How to perform? Lie down on the back, join heels and toes, stretch the toes. Stretch both arms above head portion. From elbow to the reverse side of the palm to remain on the ground. Lift the heels a little. Keep this lifted till the practice is completed. While inhaling, raise the right leg and left hand towards the sky slowly. Knees should not be bent. Breathe normal. Stay in this position for 30 seconds. While exhaling, bring back the arms and the legs to the original position. Likewise, also practice with the left leg, the right arm. Now, practice with both the legs and both the arms. Benefit: digestive power increase. Constipation is removed. Colons and intestines are stimulated. Limitations: person with intestine ulcer or acute constipation should not perform this asana. Pavan Mukta Asana, wind releasing posture. Wind means pavan and release or removal means mukt in Sanskrit. By practicing this asana, the wind passes out easily. Hence, this asana is called Pavan Mukta Asana. How to perform? Lie down on the back, straighten both the legs, join heels and toes, stretch the toes. Fold the right leg, interlock fingers of both the hands on the knees. Inhale. Press the abdomen with the knees to maximum. Keep the left leg straight and toes straightened. Exhale. Place the nose on the knees. Place for 30 seconds and come back. Practice similarly with the left leg and with both the legs respectively. Benefit: gas trouble is removed, fattiness of abdomen reduced, disorder of intestine, liver, abdomen removes, excess fat of the muscle of the back reduce. Limitation: patients of cervical slip disc and with heart problem should not perform this asana.